So I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time, and that's get into a pool, man. I figured, oh, and it's heated too. Oh, this feels good. This feels really good. Woo. Come on. Might as well take advantage of being away for a day or two. I like when a pool is heated. I was expecting the water to feel like cold, but it doesn't. What's up, baby? This is day number 2 on my Florida trip. I don't know where this video is gonna end up going, but I don't know if I'm gonna end up going to finish my ride to Tampa. In my other video, I was saying I'm gonna actually do this ride with these guys tomorrow with one of the members. But honestly, there's been so many things happening. I'm on this trip to release my mind and to increase just spiritual calmness. And this ride is not going to be a fun ride. And honestly, I don't really want to do that. So I really think I'm going to end up staying down here for like one more day and then leave for Saturday. But we'll see what I end up doing. If I end up doing that, I'm good. If I don't, I'm still good. But in the meantime, I'm here dipping my body into this water. It feels so good. Man, it feels good. All right, so I need to start to shred that little fat belly up. Oh yeah, by the way, let me tell y'all, speaking of fat belly, one of the things that I did this week was applied to get my testosterone levels checked out, you know, to make sure that my body is producing enough testosterone, not producing too much estrogen. I'm also gonna get my T4 checked, which is your thyroid. I'm gonna get all those things checked out so I can know as I'm getting older, and I feel like every man over 40 should be doing that as well. I wanna make sure that all that is doing, that I need to do is done to keep my hormones fired up properly. If I have to get HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, then I will definitely do that so I can keep my body feeling good, my energy up, libido up. So if you're suffering with like certain things, if you're not getting hard enough, yo, maybe your testosterone levels are low. If you find like your muscles are not growing, no matter how much you train, then maybe your testosterone levels are low. So I know that my training, the way I train my body, I can see the differences in my physique, right? And I know that even right now, at my fattest, right? This is my fattest right now, okay? I'm still okay, but sometimes I get some little fluffiness right there in the nipple. That could be from just the foods that I eat, or maybe, like I said, it could be a hormone imbalance. So I'm gonna get that test done. I will share the information with you guys in the future, in the near future, as I get it done.
Oh yeah, oh man, whew, I feel refreshed from that water. So I'm not gonna explain to y'all. So basically your hormones, right? Your hormones is really what drives you as a man, right? Testosterone is what makes you a man. It's what keeps your hair growing. It's what keeps you erect. It's what builds your muscle. It's what helps to burn the fat. You know what I mean? And La Quinta, look at that. I love this hotel. It's what helps to burn the fat. So I went and got myself signed up. I'm gonna find a lab. Hopefully they might even have a lab out here in Florida, so I don't have to wait to get back to Georgia. But I'm looking forward to finding out my results to see if in fact my body is not producing, or if it's producing enough of testosterone. All right, so anyway, I'm about to head out to, I made up my mind, I am gonna ride out to Tampa. Just gonna finish this trip off and do what I know feels right. So here's the crazy part. I said I was gonna look to see if I found a laboratory close by, right? Well, guess what? There's one 2 minutes away from me. Literally, the hotel is right behind me, and the location, according to this thing, is right in front of me. Now, I'm hoping that they're open. Yesterday, I went to one in Conyers, Georgia, but they were closed due to shortage of staff on Thursday. So I'm only keeping the fingers crossed that they could be open. I can get all the stuff done so they can send the work out to the lab so they can give me my results so I can get the process started. All right, I gotta go slow because the navigation is showing me some weird stuff. All right, I'm back in the highway. That was a dead end, but it's okay. When I get out there, I know I'm gonna find one of these labs just to get this out of the way. So where am I going? You already know. I'm heading out to Tampa. I'm about 2 hours and change away from Tampa. I'm just gonna enjoy myself down here for the whole entire 2 days. Find another hotel, rent that hotel, and just do what I do and find a beach. How about that? Find a beach. Woo! Now, if you guys did not see the video yesterday, be sure to watch the video from yesterday. The first ride to Florida. All right, this is day number 2 that I'm in Florida. So let's go. I'm on 75 South. I'm still in Lake City, Florida. Now I'm heading to Tampa. So it's about 190 miles more to go. All right, now I'm starting to feel like I'm in Florida. So the parts that I was in before, I didn't feel like I was in Florida. I want to feel like I'm in Florida, all right? So now the air is beginning to feel different. The temperature is beginning to feel different. And I can't wait to get to where I can see the palm trees. You know, the Florida status. And then I'm gonna spend the night, and then I can go home happily and say, yes, I rode to Tampa and came back home. All right, guys, let me know what kind of bikes you're riding. What kind of bike are you riding? Leave that in the comments. And also let me know if you have taken any longer rides. And if you haven't done it, what's going to be the ride that you're planning to do right now? Or if you did take long rides, what was your first long ride? And when I say long ride, I can't define what that is for you. Maybe it's an hour, maybe it's 10 hours. I don't know. But what was your first ride that you consider to be a long one? This one is my first longest ride. This one. I've always stayed within the 4.5 hour frame. But even though this is broken up into 2 days, I'm going to be going back home. And going back home is going to end up being about 7 hours and change tomorrow. So that will be my longest ride. And that's over a 2-day span, right? So what was your longest ride, and what was the destination? Where did you go? That I want to know. And what kind of bike are you riding? Or what kind of bikes do you ride? Because I know some of y'all rich. You got more than one bike. All right, so let me know. Ooh, there goes the palm trees, baby. And there goes some more palm trees right there. Okay. Oh man, this wind is crazy. That's another thing. In the video yesterday, I talked about some of the things that fatigues you when you're riding. Well, the wind that blows on your body, that's smacking you left to right, and you don't realize it, but it's a lot of energy that your body uses. So you have to train yourself to relax and not tense up, because every time you tense up, you are contracting muscles, and when you contract muscles, it means that you're using up more energy. So right now, Tampa, 107 miles to go before I get into Tampa. The traffic slowed up a little bit, but it's okay. I'm still able to move at my speed. I'm still keeping my distance from the car in front of me. I'm still keeping my distance from the truck that's in front of me. I'm not going to pull up behind that car while the truck is to my right. I'm going to stay here just in case that truck decides you want to swerve over for some reason. And I'm making sure that the car behind me is not on my tail. If they come to my tail, I either speed up a little bit or I'll cut back. So there are many different ways to ride safely, guys. You just got to look at it and just line things up, you know, play the lineup. So right now I'm gonna move myself up a bit. I'm not gonna go slow. I'll pick up some speed just to clear that truck. And there's another truck, but this truck is on the very far right hand and not in the middle lane. So always set yourself up stagnated from the vehicle in your front, the vehicle to the middle, the vehicle to the back. Always put yourself as stagnated as you can. That will give you room and time to maneuver out of the way. Let me know if that makes sense or not. If you got up to this point of the video, let me know if that makes sense to you. And also, what are some of the things that you do to maintain your level of safety when you're riding. All right, I have about an hour and 12 minutes to get to Tampa. Well, at least the address that I put in for Tampa. But I am gonna stop because I have this sudden urge for pancakes at an IHOP. If my boy Kev was here, he'd be like, man, go to Waffle House, man. Go to Waffle House. No, IHOP. I'm gonna get me a short stack with some scrambled eggs with some water, sit down, relax a bit, and then get back on the road for another hour ride. That's what makes it fun too, like when you can, you know, pull over, take a break. They got a sign, Tampa, 75. So I'll get back on the 75 South after that and get all the way in. I don't even know what's in the movies today, but I am gonna see what's in the movies so I can go watch a movie later on as well. Oh yeah. Now this is one of the pluses of riding by myself. It's I don't have to like wait for people to stop. I stop when I want to stop. Like for example, like right now, you know, before I go to IHOP, let me just fill up on this gas. This is the truck side. I need to get to the car side. Patience, patience, patience. Ain't no, and I'm not in a hurry to get splattered. I see a lot of guys on bikes, they just can't wait. Just wait, man. When you feel like, if you feel like you gotta be in a hurry to pull out, then you know you're putting yourself in a dangerous spot. But when you can just pull out nice and easy, it's better. It's just safer, man. Can't stress that anymore. All right, let's get some gas. Oh yeah. Woo, it's gonna feel so good to stand up for a bit. No, I know exactly what I'm gonna order. Okay. I'm gonna do the short stack pancakes with 2 scrambled eggs with cheese, well done. And that's it for me.
Okay. 2 scrambled eggs?
Yeah, 2 scrambled eggs, yes. With American cheese. Gotcha. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So there you go, guys. You got it. That's me taking my little break. Oh man, this water tastes so good. I feel like water and carbohydrates and sodium are 3 of the most important things that you should be having when you're taking rides, especially if you're doing 3 hours or more. The water helps to hydrate your body. The sodium helps your body to take and absorb the water. Carbohydrates help to keep your energy up. Now keep that in mind. When your energy is down and your body's low in carbohydrates, your brain will not function the same way. Your brain will lack energy, and once your brain lacks energy, then your focus becomes a bit staggered. So those are 3 things: water, which is H2O, carbohydrates, right, and sodium. That is your electrolytes. The electrolytes is essential for you. Now, what do you eat when you're traveling? Eat what you want to eat. Just know your distance. Like right now, I wouldn't have pancakes. I wouldn't have pancakes if I knew I had 6 hours ahead of me. But I know I have only an hour and 10 minutes or something like that ahead of me. So the pancakes is not going to be too heavy for that trip. I'm going to be fine. And it's 3 pancakes. I'm not doing the 5 stack or the all you can eat. Did I mention how good this water tastes? Another thing to remember too is that when you are When you feel thirsty, that means that your body's already dehydrated. Already dehydrated. So keep that in mind too, all right? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Need anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I am going to definitely enjoy this. Oh yeah. Time to dig in, man. Time to eat. So we got the scrambled eggs and we got the 3 stack pancakes with the butter on top. Now butter, vitamin A, if you don't know. Okay, very good for the system. Now the thing about eating is when you eat certain foods, if you eat a lot of it, it will tear your system up and it will make you extremely overweight. Just keep that in mind. But if you have the taste for certain things, ain't nothing in the book that says you can't have it. It's just, it all boils down to portion. Portion is the name of the game. Feel me? And these are hot. Piping hot. Yeah, listen, let's talk about this topic while I'm not riding. The movie, The Woman King. There seems to be this massive rage going on about people arguing about the lineage of the Dahomey tribe, and they want to boycott the movie because the movie is depicting the Dahomey tribe as not being for slavery. But from what I recalled in the movie, they were for slavery. The Dahomey tribe was definitely talking about enslaving blacks, right? And then they decided they want to use oils, I think it was palm oil, to make money rather than selling slaves. And of course it's not going to stick to the same storyline, I get it. But why do people argue over stupid things like that? And then here goes another, and that's black people. Now to the white people. Now white people is arguing about a mermaid. That's a cartoon. Because she's black. Listen, so what if Ariel is black now? Y'all had y'all time. Let the black people do what the black people do too. Because if you look at history, there were many characters that white people portrayed as many black characters that white people portrayed as what? So what's the problem? It's a cartoon. So y'all leave it in the comments. What do you think about all of this nonsense that's going on right now? I'm just curious. I want to know what your thoughts are. I share my thoughts. I think it's dumb. Now, let me dig in. Here's the food. Bam. Ooh, baby. About to destroy that thing and then head back on the road. Oh man, that food was good. My stomach feels a little bit full, but that's gonna go away really quick, especially when I get my next workout in. I'm gonna feel good and energized for that. I want to take that moment to thank Kevin, who just called me. My boy Kev, I know he normally watches the video, so Kevin, thanks a lot for calling in to check in on your bro, to see how I'm doing on this road, my friend. I like that. That's good. That goes a long way. Speaking of that, it baffles me how many times, like, you know, you tell somebody you're on the road, whether you're riding a motorcycle or you're driving your car, and how many people who fail to do a simple call just to check in on you, just to see how you're doing, but then they turn around and say they're your friends. That's the weirdest thing. They know you're driving for hours, right? Not one call, not one follow-up, not one text, nothing. That's just, I find that weird, man. I find that to be really weird, but that's just me. Oh, my girl, she's in the back of this pickup truck, just texting, chilling, feet laid back like it's nothing. Woo, baby, she is on it. We're checking her Instagram. officially up here in Tampa, and of course not far from St. Pete's. Feels good to be out here. Like I said earlier, the ride feels good. The weather feels weird. The clouds look weird. I went through like a little downpour, a small downpour, nothing massive. But you know, if you don't know nothing about Florida, Florida might be the sunny state, but it's rainy state too. You could be riding and it could be sunny and bright, and all of a sudden you're in rain. It's just unpredictable. So right now we're coming into the port of Tampa. I'm gonna take exit 274. I'm just coming up right now, so let me slow down and get over to my lane. There we go. Oh yeah, that's why I like having the power on the bike. Gets me from lane to lane when I need to. Look at the clouds. And you guys, can you see the clouds? Now think about what the clouds look like. And this is like probably 8 minutes after talking from my last clip. The clouds completely turned dark. It looked like it's about to have a severe downpour, and like I'm going right in it. And I do have my rain gear if I decide I want to put it on. But we'll see. I don't mind pulling over, putting it on, and then I'm gonna, by the time I put it on and ride for like 2 minutes, the rain's gonna be stopped. It's gonna be done. You know, it's funny, my mind right now is on working out. After having the pancakes, even though it wasn't a whole lot of pancakes, but the sugar consumption gave me the right amount of energy. My mind is on going and just pumping up some iron, burning that bad boy off. You can't burn all of it off in one simple little workout, but burning off some of it, you know what I'm saying? That's what my mind is on right now. And I'm gonna find me a LA Fitness after I find a hotel I wanna stay in. I'm gonna pull over on the next exit that has a gas station. I'm gonna pull over at that exit and do my research and see where I am. Now, Tampa is not like Miami or Orlando, right? Tampa, it doesn't have the island feel, like, you know, with the big palm trees and all that stuff. I've been to Tampa many times, more than I've been to Miami or Orlando. I think I've been to Orlando one time and Miami twice. Or maybe it's Orlando twice and Miami once. One of the two. Alright, exit 51. That is my exit. I'm coming off. Yeah, I could definitely feel the air, the wind changing. And that's a storm. That's a rainstorm over there. It really is. But when you're riding, you can't be afraid of it. You really cannot be afraid of a little bit of rain, man. Rain is good. That's one thing a lot of people forget they can do, is stand up on the bike. I think people are afraid to do stuff like that. Not me. I'll be standing, stretching. Heck, I'll pull over and dance if I need to dance. That don't stop me from nothing. So booked in. I got a 21-minute ride to the hotel. After talking to the lady, now I understand why the clouds are looking that way. Yeah, there's a hurricane that's supposed to be hitting Florida. Okay, I guess that's one of the downsides of not planning your trip, which I don't mind. I'm not fearful of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no fear in my heart when it comes to that. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, you know? Honestly, I can't wait for the rain to drop. When the rain drops, I'm gonna feel excited about the rain. I want the rain to come down and do what it do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Will this take the fun away from the rider? No, this only adds to the rider. This adds stories to my ride days. That adds stories to the history of my rides. What's the point of life if there's no stories? Hold on, let me tell this lady her dress is up. Your dress is hanging out. Pull it in. There you go. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when you riding, you gotta add stories to your ride. You feel me? And those stories create more stories, and those experiences create more glory. Oh, I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper. No, I'm gonna stick to my day job. Yeah, something really quick. You know when you stop your Harley and you're trying to find that damn neutral, you gotta rev the throttle up a bit, get the RPM up a little bit, and you will find that neutral really easy. It's kind of weird how the Harleys work, man. It's like the hardest thing to find neutral, but I find that works for me 95% of the time. And that's just what I found out. Let me know what other things you found out. I've seen other people say they have changed the shift linkage, and that made a heck of a difference in finding that neutral versus the OEM model. But I find out when I'm at that light and I want to go neutral, I just pull the throttle back a little bit, and it will find neutral. Weird. Did I say weird the first time? Let me say it again. Weird. 6 more minutes to go. All right, so here's goes something else that you might learn. Maybe you might not. Maybe you know it already, but you don't know it. Whatever, I don't know. But you know when you're about to make a left turn or a right turn, you solely depend on your signals for people to see that you're about to make this turn on a motorcycle. Well, sometimes people might be pulling up and acting like they don't want you to pass. Use your hands. Use your hands to get their attention. Aggressively use your hands. If you're at a light and you see somebody's pulling up too close to you, the same way you would tell a motorcycle to slow down, do the same thing to the car behind you. Do it aggressively, more aggressive, so they can see. And as time goes, people will start to get it. When more riders begin to use hand gestures for other motorists, I promise you this, more and more drivers will begin to understand that they should pay more attention to riders, and they should not stop on the rider's butt, leaving enough room for error in case they get hit. They don't just drive into the back of the bike. So don't be afraid to use your hands. Do not. I promise, man. Your right turns, your left turn, your slow downs, and your stops. Do it. And leave it in the comments. Let me know if you already practiced that, or you didn't know that, or you never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the little simple things that we all as riders, we all educate each other on every simple little things, and we can be picky. Oh, look what he did. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. Well, it's okay. You let me know what you wouldn't have done, and I'll let you know what I wouldn't have done. And at the end of the day, you learn something, and I learn something. That's how it's supposed to be, right? And just for the record, when I tell you to do the hands aggressive, don't be afraid when you're done and they listen. Give a thumbs up or a peace sign, so they could know that you mean nothing but goodness. Like, don't be the jerk who makes people angry, because at first they're going to try to wonder what you're doing. But once they get it, give that thumbs up so they can know a thank you or well done. You know what I mean? People respect that, and the more people, the more riders start to do better things on the road, the more people, motorists who don't ride, never rode a motorcycle their whole life, will begin to respect riders. I promise you, they begin to respect riders on a completely different scale. You see what I'm saying? So it's really important for you all to pay attention to that stuff, man, because people want goodness. They want good stuff. This navigation is kind of bugging me the hell out right now. It's your fault. It's all your fault. Oh, they got my hotel right there. So, okay, the navigation is not bugging me out. Navigation is perfectly fine. It's still your fault. All these weird turns. There we go. Yeah, even this person was lost too. Everybody lost. hill going up, I could definitely go in forward in this one. No need to reverse on a hill that's up. That means they're coming out. Won't be hard. All right, then we'll get checked in. All right. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, so this building is older than the original building that I just came from, La Quinta. But let me just prove my point to you guys. Even though this is an older building, it's a little darker. The light in here is not as bright. But I'm gonna start off with the bathroom just to show you what I mean when I tell you that you still get a good bang for your buck. So let me show y'all how everything looks. And we're not talking about $150 or $280. We're talking about $90+ maybe $125 depending on where you are at the time of the year you go. And this is the bedroom. We got a fridge and we have a microwave with a coffee maker for those of you who like to drink coffee. And I'm telling you, the bargain that you get when you're traveling, just find places that you like and stick to those places, because most of the times you won't regret it. And once again, I have another room that if I look outside, I can see my motorcycle. You won't be able to see it from here, but it's right there between those two cars. All right, so I'm gonna go grab me something to eat. I feel good being here again. I get to kick back, relax. I have no specific mission, nothing at all that's specific. This is just me coming out, taking a ride, enjoying the ride with no purpose. So right now, what do I have to do? Nothing. Am I gonna go to the beach? No. Why? Because there's a hurricane coming. Am I gonna sit back and watch some movies on Netflix? Yes, I have my laptop. I connect my laptop to the big screen here. That's another thing you should do. Bring your HDMI cables with your laptop, or use your phone and find a connector so you can watch whatever you're watching on your phone on the big screen. It's a completely different experience. You see what I'm saying? So that's it for me, guys. I made it safely. I thank God that I'm here and that I have the ability to be able to do this, because there's a lot of people in the world who can't do it. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this channel. I want to hear your feedback. What do you think I should be recording next? Your response is my response.
I'm about to go see what they're showing in the movies. If they have anything that's worth watching, I'm going to watch a movie. And this is right across the street from the hotel. Oh wow, this is a nice old theater too. I love those old theaters. Got the old front. I love it. Love that design. All right, let's see what they're showing. Nothing worth watching. I prefer to just watch the movies in the hotel room and save some money. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna get me something to drink, and that's it. Nothing special, and then call it the end for the day.
And the rain is finally coming down. I'm contemplating. My hotel is right across the street. This does not look like the kind of rain that's gonna last forever. So I don't really care to go in the rain and get wet and then possibly get sick while I'm in Florida. So I'm gonna stay out here and just enjoy the rain a bit and let the bike get soaked. How about that? All right, so I've been sitting here the whole time sipping on my milkshake, and the rain got 10 times heavier. This is not gonna ease up right now. So I think I'm gonna have to go put the rain gear on and go riding. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, I'm really not in a hurry to go anywhere. That's the whole thing. I'm not in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was in a hurry, then I would say, oh man, but look at that rain though. Look at that. Look at this. It's great. I'm a rain lover though. I love rain.
All right, so right here the microphone got messed up. So what I was saying was the rain came down. I got this rain gear from Amazon. If you don't have rain gear, make sure that you're getting rain gear because this thing can happen anytime, especially when you're taking rides. Amazon, you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a rain gear suit if you don't have that money. But I do recommend for you to go out there, find something that's inexpensive, get it done. With this suit, did I get wet at all? Yeah, I got some wetness because right about the neck area, I didn't lock it up the way I should have. However, I was 80% warmer, I mean drier, than I would have been if I did not have on that rain gear. So, fellas, ladies, make sure to grab your rain gear. 60 bucks, $100, $200, whatever you're going to get. Do the research, check it out, and get it ASAP. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. I want to hear your feedbacks. I want to hear everything. And I also want to hear your trips. If you have a YouTube channel, leave a link in the comments so I can follow your channel, subscribe to your channel as well. All right. This is Donovan Green, aka Coach, telling you to ride fit or don't ride at all. I'm out.